Okay, y'all. So these little babies that I brought home yesterday from Holly's Garden Center Nursery over in Tampa, that have all those cute little chubby caterpillars on them, are going to get planted in the ground inside this enclosure. I've already got some other ones planted. Look at how gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's perfection. Hello, baby. Oh my goodness. Look at how gorgeous. So, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. I am so excited. I'm gonna clean the plants up one by one and then plant them in the ground. The caterpillars are gonna stay in here and be closed. And when I see them as butterflies, then I will release them and let them fly. So I'm literally sitting out here in one of my garden chairs and I'm just looking over each leaf and snipping off the ones that have like any of that rust on them or just don't look super healthy. And there's the big boy on this one. And now I'm going to go plant this gorgeous specimen in the ground inside the poré hut where it can grow, but it can't spread its seeds. And butterflies can't land on it because they can't get to it to possibly leave some OE spores behind. Okay, so I've got the hole dug and I'm gonna sprinkle some of the mycorrhizae pro mix in there to give the roots a boost. And we're all set. And there's the little guy all moved in. So you can see there's 2 eggs on this leaf here. So I'm going to be carefully checking this plant for caterpillars and eggs, and then just trimming off some of the leaves that aren't super appetizing looking. You know, it's really kind of like doing bonsai. You know how they'll meticulously trim those little plants back just to give them the shape? That's kind of how I feel. Like I take each one of my milkweed plants and just go over it. Look who's here. And just trim it back and check leaf by leaf. It's almost like a little moving meditation. Definitely a relaxation thing. De-stressing if you have a stressful job, kind of like I do. Look at them go. Okay, yeah, so I've got all of the milkweed planted in here. He's in the ground. Looking good. It's just so sweet and cozy in there. I love it. Hey y'all, so my voice is almost completely gone now. It's been really challenging to teach. I don't know if I'm gonna get 2 videos up this week or not, but I just came out in my garden and I found some baby monarchs. So I'm taking cuttings of the long stems that have babies on them, and I'm taking them into the nursery. It's so exciting to have babies, lots of them. And look who's out in the garden with me. Hey y'all, it's Thursday evening, well after work. It's overcast. There's actually a cold front coming through this week. I still kind of have my lost voice, and just out walking through my garden, and I found some eggs, and I thought, I'm just gonna wait, let them hatch. I'm not gonna bring in a ton of eggs because I want my garden to be my garden and for it to serve its purpose, and let the caterpillars live out there, and just bring a few in, because you gotta have a few. Well, then I found this little chunk of milkweed that was like torn off, like the top of a stem laying on the ground. I picked it up, and then I saw 2 eggs on it. I was like, well, I gotta bring those in. So then I set up a little incubator, and I thought, well, I have this incubator here with only these 2 eggs in it. I mean, I got room for more, right? So I'm going out looking for more eggs. Let's go look for eggs. So here's my little incubator setup. It's just the little mini greenhouse base. I put a paper towel in it and get it nicely wet, not like sopping, but nicely soaked. And then I just cut the leaf around the egg and lay them in there. So look, I've got plenty of room for more eggs. I know there's more eggs out there, so let's go get them. So the eggs are usually on the underside of the leaves, and they're pretty easy to spot. I can see one right there. See it right there. And so what I'll do is I'll just take the one leaf that the egg is on, or a portion of it if it's at the end. I'm not going to take a whole cutting of the plant. And while we're here, let's just talk about eggs for a minute, because I've had a lot of people ask on my channel, like, where do you get your eggs or your caterpillars? Do you buy them? It's like, no, you just need to put milkweed in your yard. The eggs will come, because monarchs need lots of milkweed, and there's not enough out there. So if it's monarch season in your area, now that's the thing that, you can't just put them out and you're going to have them. It depends on when they're going through your area. Here in Florida, we have them year round nearly. In Central Florida and South Florida, they're year round. So put milkweed in your yard. Just plant it and go out and check for eggs. And that's how you get the eggs. But you need to do it when it's your season for monarchs. And you can find that through your good friend Google search. And yeah, so let's go find eggs. There's one right there. Usually just try and spin them. Now this one, there's one there too. I'll go get that one. It started drizzling a little bit, so I have the hood on. The swamp milkweed, like when you twist it to look for eggs or tilt it, its stem is very bendy, and it bends and pinches easily, and then the whole plant will be flopped over. Or the tropical milkweed, I can just twist it all around, look underneath the leaves, and it's fine. So you got to be more gentle with the swamp milkweed, because you don't want to interfere with the stem's ability to get the water and nutrients up to the leaves. So just keep that in mind. And if you don't currently have milkweed in your yard or your garden and you watch my channel, go get some and put it in, because their habitat loss is just incredible. And think about those poor monarch mamas out there flying around with the urge to lay their little eggs, and they can't find any place to put them. Like, what must that be like? Get some milkweed, throw it in your yard. Give those monarch mamas a place to put their eggs. They need to lay their eggs. Help them out. Now, if you've got potted plants, those are really easy, because I just pick them up and then look up under, and you can spot those eggs right away. See, there's one there on that leaf. Makes it so easy, and that way you don't have to bend the stem. I'm gonna go retrieve that egg and check for more. Okay, so here's my little leaf egg haul. Okay, I got some aphids too. They're not gonna stay. And so I'll just trim these leaves down and then lay them in the incubator. Okay, so they're all snug in there. How many did I end up with? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wow, that's more than I thought. 11. Now, they probably all won't make it, but you never know. So we'll check on them. And then to keep this container nice and moist, this is one of those like hair misting spray. It's got a real light mist. And it's one of those ones that you can pump up. I've used it before. I know you've seen it before. I don't know if I have this linked in my Amazon link, so I'll have to go check. I actually want to get another one because I'm always like looking for this thing. I want like 5 of them. So there's one everywhere and I don't have to go hunting. But you just want to keep regularly misting them down to allow moisture to get into the leaves. And these guys, I don't know when they were laid, but it's about 5 days. So within the next 5 days, I should have some caterpillar babies. And now I'm just gonna tuck them all in. I'm gonna put the little lid on, and I'm gonna close the opening at the top. That'll keep it nice and toasty in there. Also won't let any little critters sneak in and have a little snack. So we'll check on them, see how they're doing. So this right here is a swamp milkweed that was out in my garden too, and I found some eggs on it the other day. Look at, you can see it's been munched. So I brought it in, and there are caterpillars. Oh, there's one right there. Zoom. Say hello there, little one. See if we can find anyone else. And here's another one right here. Look how cute. You can also look for the frost on the leaf below. If you find little frost on the leaf below, just look at the leaf above and you probably find yourself a cute little caterpillar. There's also the ever-present signs of nibbling. And let's peek and see. Yep, there we go. Another little cutie. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give these little seedlings a break. You can see there's a little caterpillar right there. Look at this big one up here. I think I'm gonna move these guys onto that swamp milkweed and then put that whole plant in here in this spot and put these out and let them start growing back. And then I've got this in here also. There's caterpillars on it. There's one right there. It's hard to see, but it's right there. And then I've got my little golf fritillary growing strong. So yeah, I'm gonna go move these guys off, put them on that plant and move that plant in, because my little lizard friend, I do not want my little lizard friend who I always have around here. I don't see him anywhere right now, snacking on my baby caterpillars. That's not okay. He can have the little natty flies, but not the caterpillars. He says, hey, where'd my plant go? Let's see if you can find it. Yep. Look at it go. So moving over to the other stem, I'm gonna take this little tiny one, which was in there. I'm just gonna set him on his little leaf on there and let him crawl off. They're like so little, I find them very difficult to pick up when they're that tiny. I mean, I know there are ways, and some people use like Q-tips, but if I can just snip the leaf they're on and let them crawl onto their new plant, I feel I feel like that's like the least disruptive. You can hear we have barking dogs. There's the last little baby I moved on. There's another little one. So tiny and cute. And then these are my guys on my tropical milkweed. I'm not really sure how many are on this one. Let me turn it around and see who else I can find. There's another little one right there. Of course, we got to get the little golf fritillary in there too. Look how cute. So I had another vase of milkweed with caterpillars on it in another enclosure, and I decided to put it over here so they're all three together. And one thing about doing this is that they go through the water quick, so you got to always watch the water level. And this one needs more. Top off the other one too. Give this little guy a little drink too. Me as well. So I had found a couple little golf fritillary caterpillars out in one of my potted maypots, and I decided to leave them out there because I keep saying I've got to leave some out there because butterfly garden serve its purpose. But we're actually getting a cold front this weekend. I can't even believe it. Like, I hear we might get down into the 30s, like 30s. Yuck. Just one night. And I haven't checked recently, so hopefully it's gone up. But I'm going to go bring those little golf frillaries I found in just because it'll be a little bit warmer in here in an enclosure. All right, so I got my little floral tube filled with some water. Let's go get those caterpillars. All right, so here's the maypot. You can see the evidence. And if I pick this up underneath, see, there they are. I think there's one or two. So let me go get them. Well, gosh, you guys, not only did I get this one, but look, over here is a tiny, tiny baby one. Okay, well, I got more than I bargained for because there's two on there. And then look at this one cutting that I took. There's, look. Okay, so we're going to be busy in the golf fritillary enclosure. Let me go get these guys in another floral tube.